I know.
Okay, fine. I won't
So
refer
it's
this.
the renal capsula here on the outside. Then we have the renal cortex, which is on the outside, and the renal medulla, which is the inside right here. Then we have the
Pyramids.
minor calyxes, but these pink things are the pyramids, the space in between the columns. And then we have the minor calyxes, which will dump into a major calyxe, and then the major calyxes will come together to make a renal pelvis, which will then empty into the ureter, which will go to the bladder, which will go to the urethra, which will then empty into the air. So, the fun part. This is the part I keep screwing up.
Oh, I remember this. I do remember this.
Okay, so this is the renal artery, which then turns into the segmental artery, which then turns into the interlobular artery, which goes into the arcuate artery, which in the Kuhn switcher goes arcuate right here. So then we have, this is the one I can never get. Then we have it's something radiate artery, so it's not common. I keep saying that.
Yeah, you want to add color.
I want to add common to everything. It's something radiate artery. It's, dang it, what is it? Tell me what it is. Cortical. So it's the cortical, you're zooming?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the cortical radiate artery, which will then turn into the afferent arterioles. It stops being arteries and goes into arterioles. So then they come in here. So this is the afferent arteriole. So this whole thing is the renal corpuscle. The outside is the glomerulus capsule.
Glomerular.
Inside is hollow. This is where the filtration stuff happens, isn't it? So it'll go, ooh, then it'll come out the efferent arteriole. So the efferent arteriole comes into here and then it dumps right into these fun and fancy free peritubular capillaries. And the peritubular capillaries will dump into venules, which you cannot see on here, they aren't there. And then you dump into the, come on, cortical radiate vein, which will then go into the arcuate vein, which will then come here, arcuate vein, and it'll come back in through here to the interlobular vein, and then we'll skip segmental. There is no segmental vein. It'll go right into the renal vein. And it'll come out and dump into, goes into the inferior vena cava, I believe. But when we're in the corpuscles, everything that's filtered through there, the corpuscle itself is called a nephron. So this whole thing's the nephron stuff. Nephron. So the stuff that happens in the corpuscle, so everything happens in there. So this is the proximal, it's convoluted, proximal convoluted tubule, which then goes into the descending nephron loop, into the ascending nephron loop, which turns orange. Not really in real life, but for the sake of this model. Then we have the ascending nephron loop, which then turns into the distal convoluted tubule, which then will dump into the collecting duct. It's not common. It's just collecting. So you did it too. I did that earlier. So this is the collecting duct, and you can follow the collecting duct all the way over here with all these little tiny little loops and stuff. So these are the nephron loops and all that fun stuff. So then you have the one that's going straight down. We'll go through the pyramid and dump at the pyramid's papillary, and it'll dump into the minor calyx, whatever. the minor to major calyx, then we'll dump into the renal pelvis, which then goes through the whole thing, out the ureter, bladder, urethra. Woo! That's the whole thing.